The piece of trash that you just saw has multiple paths it could take to harm our environment. One path is going to landfills. Landfills are bad for our health and environment, and it was proven that all landfills will eventually leak. That means that runoff from the landfills carrying toxic chemicals from our waste end up in our water supplies. Many communities surrounding landfills have had their drinking water contaminated by leaking landfills. Landfills are also the third largest source of human-related methane emissions, which is far more powerful than CO2 and greatly contributes to climate change, which slowly kills our Earth.
Another path a piece of trash can take is by animals. Animals can starve when they ingest too much plastic that they can't digest. When animals ingest plastic waste, it can block their digestive tracts. As a result, they starve. Toxic chemicals in plastic can harm animals' health, and people can ingest these chemicals as they make their way up the food chain.
Plastic waste is very detrimental to humans and animals' healths. Plastics that go into the ocean degrade into microplastics, which can enter in the human body via direct exposure through ingestion or inhalation, and can lead to an array of health impacts, including inflammation, geotoxicity, oxidative stress, and necrosis, which are all linked to an array of negative health outcomes, including cancer, cardiovascular diseases, inflammatory bowel disease, diabetes, and strokes.
One solution to this problem would be using a reusable water bottle. The best part about bottles like this is that there are several brands that actually collect different types of plastics and repurpose them into these long-lasting bottles, so not only are you reducing the amount of plastic being wasted, but you are simultaneously decreasing the amount of plastic that is being thrown out.
Another solution to this problem would be using reusable utensils. Reusable utensils can become extremely convenient if you pack lunches often. They are very durable, seeing how they are made out of wood or bamboo, and can be cleaned easily by hand with a small amount of soap. Plastic utensils are very common to see littered along the streets because they are abundantly distributed by places like fast food restaurants that typically don't consider how many you might need, and instead just put a few in. This can be seen with other things like sauce packets and napkins, which are also frequently found on the streets.
There are lots of different ways to reduce trash and used items going to landfill. Here are some examples. Instead of buying new clothes, go to thrift stores and donate old clothes. Planning ahead of how much food you're actually going to eat will reduce food waste substantially. Lastly, buying single-use items and plan packing lunches and snacks ahead in glass containers will significantly reduce your waste.